In today's FX futures markets, let's take a look at the Japanese yen futures as they're experiencing some heavy selling pressure today. Yen futures are coming off the highest level in 3 weeks before trading lower today. And with today's price action, we're looking at the yen futures down about 1.25%, experiencing some of the heaviest selling pressure in today's session when you look at the major FX futures markets. Driving factors, the primary driver appears to be the trade negotiations unfolding between now the EU and the US. Shifting dynamic there over the weekend, a delaying of some of the initial barriers that were potentially discussed. And with that, we're seeing the dollar rally and most of the major FX futures markets selling off. So that's one of the primary drivers. Couple that with the shifting dynamic between the Bank of Japan, as well as we are seeing yields and rates moving up to multi-year highs there. And they continue to focus on inflation as it's moving closer to their target. And that could impact policy. And that's another factor, I think, being priced in over the last several weeks and once again today. Now, looking at the general trends, the yen is coming off these levels and now developing a range the last 7 weeks. We did see a high in April, basically a 7-month high, and then you go back further than that, but a multi-month high in April before developing this range below the current levels that we did see in April, but still holding on to that range in today's price action, even though we're giving up some ground. Now, looking at the other major FX futures markets, they are lower on the session pretty much across the board. But when you look at the euro as well as the British pound, we're coming off some of the highest levels in the last several years after giving up a little ground here the last week or two. But nonetheless, you're seeing strength in most of the major FX futures markets through the better part of 2025. Some selling pressure today with the Japanese yen futures experiencing some of the heaviest selling pressure, down over 1% on the day.